Right, guys, how are you all feeling? You've all sort of gotten over it.
Uh, I'm going to have to say yes, I'm over it.
Yeah.
Otherwise I'll kill myself.
I think I was over it before the second half started. Because I sort of turned it off and then thought, fuck this, I'm going to play Fallout. So I just played Fallout for the next few hours, basically.
Why don't we have a podcast about that? Which Fallout were you playing?
Fallout 4.
I played the first one in like the late 90s.
Oh god, I've seen videos of that and it looks hella confusing.
It's really difficult, by the way. Have you seen the series?
Yeah, mate, loved it.
I loved it. I really loved it.
So good. Should we just talk about that today? Fuck Tottenham.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Fallout.
Yeah, I mean, there are less set pieces in Fallout, aren't there? I mean, it's...
Yeah, there's no Arsenal fans there either.
No. Right, so shall I tell the listeners what happened? Do you not even know? I mean, you know what happened. So I'm the kind of person where if I'm at a game and I see people leaving before the end, it really infuriates me. I don't know why, it just does. It's like, you're here. I mean, yeah, we're losing 6-0, who cares? Now, I was there in 2013 when we lost, was it 5-0 against Liverpool and then 5-1 against City? I was there for both
Was that when Flanagan scored?
I can't remember. I was there and I stayed, and it was the old ground, and I was getting really annoyed when I was the only person like in the vicinity because everyone had left. So on Saturday, I went to the old man's pub like I always do, ordered my shisha, and it was boiling in Cyprus. It was like 35 degrees. And wife went to the beach. I went to watch us, and I was telling you guys that I was quite positive. Do you remember? And then we went 1-0 down and 2-0 down, and I then repeated the positivity message. And when the third one went in, what happened was Nikos, who doesn't really like football, he's the general manager there, he started to goad me. And I just said, fuck this. If I see another corner, I'm leaving. And then I said, no, fuck it. Yeah. And I got up and left. I have watched the game since. You know what I did? Yeah, I went to the beach and sent you pictures. And then
you said you were turning your phone off.
Yeah, I went to the beach, turned my phone off. And, got a tan.
Yeah.
But I was so fucking miserable. Then I watched the game again, and I felt a bit better. You were there, Hannah. Do you want to tell us? In fact, before you tell us, Panny from the pub has a question for you. How comes you're still single? That's the football-related question that he asked. Yeah, he said, "Can you ask that?" He didn't ask about Josh's ankle snaps. Okay. And welcome back, Josh.
Oh, yeah. Hello. Nice to be back.
I didn't realise
we got him on video.
We've breaking hearts in Cyprus today.
I know. We've got him on video, haven't we? Even saying it. So. Yeah, you can tell him directly here, as well as all the other listeners.
We do.
So why is it that a gorgeous, intelligent,
I don't want to upset him,
woman,
but I'm not.
Oh, that's news to us.
I was just going to say, I think it's because of the immense amount of red flags.
It is news to you.
When did this happen? Who's the
unlucky guy?
They're pink, actually. I didn't realise I was going to be doing this on here, so thanks, guys. Really appreciate that.
Anytime.
Oh God, do I really have to give you a rundown on here?
Who's the lucky fist?
Yes.
Is he there now? That's the real.
Oh no! Do you know what?
Is he there?
No, he's not. He's
an absolute.
He's huddled in the corner with a GIMP mask on.
We're doing the whole Pulp Fiction right now.
Is he a Spurs fan? That's important. He is.
He is a Spurs fan.
So we must know him then.
Is his name Taj?
Oh, is it who we think it is? Oh, it's not.
No.
He's not Turkish.
No.
Right, so we've still got...
I can't tell you.
Do you realise you coming out as not being single now, we lose followers?
Yeah, that's
listeners.
terrible. We might need to...
Everyone loves a challenge, surely.
Is he a fan of Simpson memes?
No, I mean...
Oh, don't all speak at once. What did you say?
I said
I
not
said,
our
is he a-
followers. Oh,
Is he a fan of Simpson memes?
Such a vague, random
Not
thing to
to
say.
my knowledge, Johnny.
Yeah. Okay.
But he is tall, and that's all that counts. So,
Oh, is that it? Is that the bar? Wish I knew.
well, it's not working for you, but yeah.
That just means it's harder for you guys to 69. He's gonna fucking creak his neck. Or he's got a giant unit, so you're good to go.
don't answer that.
Like
So
a pogo stick.
I can't answer that. Not on air.
Hannah,
No.
you were there. Was your man there, by the way?
Yeah. No, he was there after.
Oh, there's not a proper.
Didn't go
Spurs
to the
fan, is
game.
there? Oh. And yeah, you were
Pretty
there.
hard to get tickets for a North London derby, James.
I know.
If you tried,
I
you'd
did
know.
try. I actually did try. Apparently,
It's not hard when you're a
me.
season ticket holder like myself. I just choose not to go.
And us. You just opted out.
Literally.
So
Didn't miss though. Didn't miss much, did I?
right, you were there.
I
You
was.
tell us what it was like, because did you say it was all kicking off or something at some point, or did I hear that from somewhere else?
So that was after. Yeah, after it did. I don't know where you want me to start really. To be honest with you, I don't think we played badly.
No, I don't think we did.
Like I don't think it was the shit show that everybody was making it out to be. Obviously, it was gutting. Like, it was really disappointing, but overall, it really wasn't that bad, guys. Okay, we still lost, but the thing I did notice was, like, the atmosphere was really good, right, and everyone was fine. As soon as it was a corner, everyone just sat down, going, "That's a goal."
And it was.
Like, and it was like so predictable. So yeah, that was the only thing really. But afterwards, the pubs were full. But they did let some Arsenal fans in the pubs.
What,
which is
in
a
the
bit of an
ground.
issue.
In the ground.
No, outside. Yeah, they let some of the Arsenal fans in the home pubs, and also the stadium. They let the away fans out first. So it all kicked off at Northumberland Park. They had like riot police and stuff. So it wasn't so nice after. But yeah, overall, I was pretty much over it when I left. Like when you and me, Josh, when we went to that game, as soon as we
The
left,
Wolves
we were
game.
over it. Yeah.
We were talking
just-
about it, weren't we? The last like 2
Yeah.
years of like pain, we're just numb to it now.
Well,
Yeah. So, and then I got pissed. So.
Oh, that's well, fair enough then. Well, look, we can talk about the fact that I thought we played all right. I don't want to really go over the stats too much, because we've had all the possession in the world recently. You know, lost 4-0 to Newcastle, and we lost to our biggest rivals, and we had all the possession. In that first half, I think Arsenal had 28%. We had the rest, and we were down 3-0. So, you know, it doesn't really matter. I mean, what matters is getting the ball in the opposition's goal and stop them from basically put it in yours. And I need to ask this question. I think I know the answer, but are you guys wavering a little bit on Ange?
No.
No.
Johnny?
Nope.
Why?
That was easy.
Next.
It was, but
For me, it's a mentality change. It's a complete shift of where we've been for the past 4 years. Not just the squad and how they're playing, but also the club. At least, obviously, sitting from this far away, the club. My how it's perceived by me and by other fans that I see out in the wild. It's more of a warm feeling. It's more of a, it's, you know, we have our future feels brighter than it has in the past 3, 4, 5 years. So no, I think yeah, he'll even, you know, fast forward 2 or 3 years, and if we're still kind of where we are, muddling, you know, mid top table, we got a problem. But no, I think we don't have the pieces in place yet. There's many more changes to come that'll work out in our benefit.
yeah, that's what I
Great
think.
summary. Yeah.
And you know what's interesting? I've listened to, I can tell you actually, let's get my phone. So since the North London derby, I have listened to, let's see, Fighting Cock, The Extra Inch, View from the Lane, the Cheese Room Podcast, Tottenham Way. What else? There's a few others, but I must have removed them. We are the only podcast so far that is 100% solidarity, that is 100% behind. What should I say? What's the word? We are behind 100% our manager. Mm-hmm. I was surprised even by the Fighting Cock. Okay, see what happens is when they do their 5 statements and they record directly after. I mean, if you had caught me, if you put a microphone in my face as I was walking out the old man's pub when we were 3-0 down at half time, I would have, I probably would have voted Brexit. Do you know what I mean? It's not always wise, right? And there are some people who are saying, even if we get better players, this system doesn't work. That's wrong on every level.
But who says that and why? Why are they saying that?
Because I just think that emotions are high directly after a game, and I think that's why we don't do it. We probably will end up doing it at some point, but I didn't want us to do it because we say all things. We say all stupid things. It's like when you get drunk and like the day after you go, "Oh fuck, what have I done?" It's that kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? That's why we record normally 1 or 2 days after.
I like having time to digest what's happened.
Yeah, and then that's why I have been called a happy clapper. But
I'd rather be called a happy clapper than a miserable cunt.
Exactly right. It's like you're yeah, but it's
I'm
like
back.
Yeah, it's like you're hedging your bets on something that hasn't happened. Why would you do that? Why would you want to be miserable? And it's like, for instance, if you want Ange out right now, is it because of what? Is it because we're not one spot above? We're not in 4th? Or would you like us to be in 3rd? How about 2nd? What about 1st? Okay, so if that's the case, when the next manager comes in, and after 8 months, he's not in those positions, you want him out as well? Maybe you're the problem. Maybe it's not the manager.
The thing that I found most infuriating is, obviously after the game, people have said, look where Arteta is, all this sort of stuff. Look how great Arteta is and Arsenal are. And then they're comparing Ange to him, saying, this is where we need to be. We need to get him gone now. And if you think, hang on a minute, you look back at Arteta's first season, they finished 8th. And their second season, they finished 8th again. We're 5th. We're doing better than what they were back then, if you know what I mean. In terms of our rebuild to their rebuild, we're probably a bit further ahead in terms of trying to get to where they are, if you know what I'm trying to say. We're doing it at a quicker rate than what they are, which probably means we should hope, all things staying the same, we could eventually overtake them in the next, I wouldn't say next 2 years, maybe in 3 seasons time or so, if obviously we stick to the same trajectory. We should be fine. I don't see where the problem is. I don't see a problem personally. No,
but okay, we don't, right? But we still get upset and we still get emotional. I've never done it before. I'll be 45 soon, and I walked out. I walked out the pub in the North London derby, and I wasn't angry at Ange. I was just angry at everything. I was just upset at seeing us concede. I think it's the 13th corner of the season. I've never seen that before in my life.
Yeah.
I think we'll go on to Ange's comments after the game. I've got a few things to say about that. Mm-hmm. And any other things that you want to, before we talk about the refereeing decisions? Look, we've actually got a running order. Josh was supposed to read it out, and he didn't.
Well, I'm sorry, but
when
you also didn't introduce the episode. You haven't done that.
No,
bit
you didn't.
Yet.
You jumped straight into
Did
asking me questions.
Oh, okay. So, sorry about that. Hannah, do you want to introduce the episode for the first time?
No, not really.
Right, it's because you don't know the number.
No.
Hello.
Dyslexic.
You're listening to the Hotspur Way podcast. This is season 1, episode 44. Right, so on the running order, covering the scum, then we've got set pieces, refereeing decisions, Chelsea and Liverpool. I don't think we're going to get pod in between that. Spending cap, Josh is going to enlighten us with that. And then we've got some questions from listeners like sprinkled in between. Is there, before we get on to the set pieces, is there anything you lot want to add more about the game? Like, at 3-0 down, what did you think? All of you. Johnny, what do you think? You were in the dog and pony, weren't you?
Yeah. I mean, it was shitty. I was pissed off because I still go back to that really close offsides by Mickey. I thought it was a little too close to call for me, but whatever. Mm-hmm. I thought if that would have stood, then the entire game shifted. The team mentality, everything shifted. So 3-0, I was still pissed off about that. I was still hopeful because we were 3-0 down at half, weren't we? Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we're going into halftime 3-0, and I thought, you know what? We still have time. We're going to make some shifts. I was still hopeful. There's that hopeful piece from Ange, but I was still hopeful that something was going to happen, and it did. I mean, we ultimately lost, but it was still good entertainment. Shitty to lose, but it's good entertainment. It didn't ruin my day, so that tells you right there. The Newcastle game ruined my fucking day. This did not.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't know. It ruined my day. It did. It really
I was
did.
playing Fallout. I was having I had a great afternoon. Roaming the wasteland.
Can I read you something from IFAB, so the International Football Association laws of the game? You ready for this? So this is 11.1. These are the laws of the game, the official laws of the game. So it's not an offence to be in an offside position. Yeah, we understand that. Player is in an offside position if any part of the head, body or feet is in the opponent's half, excluding the halfway line, and any part of the head, body or feet is nearer to the opponent's goal line than both the ball and the second last opponent. Okay, so this bit is this bit's important. The next bit, the hands and arms of all players, including the goalkeepers, are not considered. Do you think someone better write a memo and send it to the VAR lot, who seem to draw lines on where the arms and the arses of players seem to be?
I was just going to say, that pisses me off even more now because they drew the line on, I don't remember who the fucking defender was. Who was the defender?
Gabriel.
Yeah, on Gabriel's feet, even though his ass was sticking out further. And then they drew the offensive line on Mickey's hand, which was to his left. So it was basically our furthest point out and Gabriel's feet, which which were his furthest point in. So fuck you lot, you cunts. That's horseshit.
That's kind of sexy when you say that.
Yeah. So have you lot ever?
You can't say that now.
Have you guys ever done any sniping before?
Only on Call of Duty.
Okay, so right, so you'll be able to answer this question. There are certain factors in play when you are trying to hit a target, correct?
Yes.
What are those factors?
Windage.
Right.
Direction. So is he running left, right, up, down, whatever?
Right. So it's movement. Distance. Right. Okay. So those are the three. And what you have to do is you need to add contingency to where your shot is. And it's the best marksmen are the ones who understand their weapon and they understand the distance and the three main factors, ones that we just discussed. When a ball leaves a player's foot, you cannot then draw a line. It doesn't make any sense, okay? Because that ball is in play and that's when movement happens. Sometimes it happens before, right? And so contingency should be added to that, and they don't add that at all. It's like it's static. The whole thing is static. And it's really starting to piss me off because I didn't celebrate Van der Ven's goal in a North London derby. I don't know if you lot did. Well, maybe you did, Hannah.
Why? What? Because you thought
Because
You thought
I
it was going to
thought,
be offside.
and I bet it happens all the time now. Unless it's
Yeah.
an absolute thunder cunt from 40 yards,
Yeah,
I don't celebrate like I used to.
yeah.
And that really bothers me. And you got Ange, and he's right. He's saying, the game isn't refereed by the referee anymore. It's refereed by some guys down the road.
Mm-hmm.
And he's completely right. They don't know what they're doing. They seem to make up the rules as they go along. The Kulusevski one, that I don't know. There's few people I've listened to, and they've said it wasn't a penalty. I don't know what game they were. I don't know what game they were watching. I don't know. You guys, what do you think? Was it a penalty? Wasn't it?
I think so.
Just remember his movement after he got clipped, and can you do that like on the fly? Like, oh, I'm going to pretend to waddle along like that. Is that how the human?
Well,
beings...
he certainly wasn't flopping. I'll say that. But I mean, it would have been a soft penalty. A soft penalty. But it was. He certainly got touched. He got hit when he shouldn't have.
So if he had gone down, would that have given us a penalty? I don't know, because Rice seemed to smack Davis in the bollocks right in front of the ref, and he didn't get a penalty.
Well, then they also somebody pushed I think Bentancur out at one point.
I know Partey pushed Romero.
Is that who it was? I don't know.
Romero hit the post.
It was a lot of bullshit. That it looked like they just were not getting a single fucking card, and we were getting every call against us. It just seemed like they were getting everything handed to them, and we were getting nothing, not even a little help. I mean, I think Josh brought it up when he said we're still paying fucking dues for that Liverpool game.
The Liverpool game, yeah, 100%.
I've been saying that every single game, because it seems to be since then, we've been getting yellow cards handed to us like it's fucking Mother's Day.
Yeah, and that will affect the way that we play as well. That's the thing.
Well, I mean, look at Basuma.
Going forward.
He doesn't want to fucking tackle anyone anymore.
Exactly.
No, yeah, he's so limp. He's so limp wristed. I didn't know the fucking. He's so limp wristed that I didn't know that he could even fucking. That wasn't me. Yeah, it was me. Fuck it. But, now he's almost ineffective to a point.
Can I read you 11.2? This one will really piss you off, Johnny.
Good.
So before I read it, who touched the ball before it went to Van der Ven?
Well, it came off Tomiyasu, didn't he? But he moved his foot to the ball to defend it.
Right.
And then it bounced off.
Did it come off him before it went to Van der Ven?
No, it bounced off him, then someone else. So it hit Tomiyasu, put his foot out to block it, and the ball was then cannoned off him, and then hit someone else, and then gone to Van der Ven.
Wasn't it an Arsenal player, the one it came off the last?
Both Arsenal players, yeah.
All right, so 11.2, offside offence. A player in an offside position at the moment the ball is played or touched by a teammate is only penalised on becoming involved in active play. Did a teammate pass the ball to him? I don't understand why someone like me can just Google this stuff and go onto the international laws of football website, read it and know what this is, and for some reason VAR seem to make up the rules as they go along, and it's different for every week. I know that what Nottingham Forest did was quite laughable, but I sort of understand where they were coming from. Mm-hmm. It comes to a point where you guys are going to, if we get relegated, you might cost us millions. And you know what? The owner, the Greek owner, he's quite famous, especially in Cyprus. He will sue the shit out of everyone involved. That's what he does. He does it a lot. He's got something like 600 open cases right now. People suing him suing others. That's what he does. Basically, he makes his living by doing that. And so that's why they did what they did. It's to set sort of like a precedent that we know what you're doing, and they'll use that in some sort of civil case against the Premier League and against PGMOL, who are governed by the Premier League. So, yeah, I don't know anymore. I just, like, on the commentary that I was watching, I think it's the same one as you, Johnny, where they were VAR. They said this in the commentary, that VAR, because they listened to it, right? They can hear it. The VAR guy had told Oliver, the referee, to go and review it, and he declined. I have never seen a referee. Well, I've not watched every single game of football since VAR came out, but I haven't seen a referee decline to go and see something when VAR have told him to go and see it. And you know when they normally go up to the screen, that's it. It's like, VR win is just the way it is. I don't know.
And he was literally in front of them when it happened as well. He literally saw that foul happen in real time.
Oh, this is the Kulusevski one. He didn't decline the Davis one because obviously he went to have a look at it, didn't he?
Oh yeah. Sorry, I thought that's the one you were talking about.
It was the Kulusevski one where he declined. Yeah. He according to the broadcasters, he declined to go and see it. And it was things like that. It fucking got to me, and then when I left, I got on my bike and I rode off, and like I was on the way to the beach, and I just thought, fuck, this is shit. How have I left? How have I done this to what a fucking idiot I am. It got to the point though, like I don't know. Anyway,
have you also seen that he's been taken off of ref duties this weekend?
He's
really? Only doing VAR.
No, he's doing the Conference League or something.
He's not doing any games. He's on the computer screen.
How convenient.
Yes.
Prick.
Yeah.
And he was voted one of the best referees in the Premier League. If that's the standard, fuck me.
I need to stick up for refs a little bit. Not for this idiot, but for most refs, right? If you have been told in meetings and memos and all of this stuff, guys, listen, from now on, you've done a stellar job, but there's a lot of money involved, and so we're going to let technology take over. So when we tell you something, it's good. We've seen it a lot more times than you have. You've just seen it the once in real time. So if we sort of say it to you, know that it's coming. It's an impartial decision that we've made because we've seen the evidence. And at that point, refs don't really want to then say, well, I don't want to lose. I think, are they on 200 grand a year? 250 grand a year? They're professional now. It's something like that. It's quite a lot of money. They work, they do train every day for 2 hours or 3 hours, and they get more money than third division, Premier League refs, than third and second, what am I calling this? League 1 and League 2, I'm showing my age. Players, Premier League referees do. Okay, and if I'm one of them, I don't want to lose that cushy job, especially knowing that there's a certain age limit, and after that age limit, I have to basically give up or go to Saudi Arabia and become a ref, and if I'm any good, become a multi-millionaire when I'm there, right? So, yeah, I'm just going to do what they tell me. And Ange was right when he said the game is just now being refereed by others, not by the ref. And that's a shame.
That's stupid.
Have we done the ref to death, or is there more you want to talk about?
I wish he
Have
was
we done the
to
ref
death.
to death?
Yeah. Yep. Turn him into a hand puppet, please. It honestly ruins my enjoyment of the game. Just thinking about it and discussing it.
Look,
the call was the call. That's fine. But just discussing it just makes you relive it, and it pisses you off more and more the more you look at it, because you see more and more errors in the decision. So that's why it's almost like it's it's like doing too much research and figuring out some bullshit that you didn't want to fucking know. It's like asking your girlfriend what her body count is. You don't want to really know that. You do, but you don't, right? So just let it go.
So I'm a bit like you, James, as I was from what you said earlier. Like, you don't celebrate goals. Obviously, the odd thunder bastard, then you will. But when the ball's like bouncing around in the box and then someone stabs it in, I won't celebrate, because I just think they're gonna look the death out of this just to find something wrong. It just sort of just sucks all the fun out of it. I just can't be arsed with it.
That's such a shame.
Do you know why it's a shame? Like, we work really hard during the week, and football is that escape. It's that thing where it's the hardest thing in the world to score a goal. If you look at any sport where you've got two teams up against each other, it's not like rugby where there's quite a few tries and points, or basketball, or even baseball, or even NFL or ice hockey. There's no other sport like it, and it's the hardest thing to score a goal. And when that goal goes in, and that release from you as a fan, that experience, that euphoria, and now you're having to taper it back. And what's the point now? Really? It's just that if I understand that if it's offside, and maybe with this automated AI system, this partial AI, by the way, it will get better. But even then, I know that I'm still gonna sort of like be a bit hesitant in celebrating, and that's a shame. Because what was football developed for? It was developed for the working guy, and gal, and it was
No, it wasn't. It's just the guys.
Sorry, I'm trying to be woke. Just leave me alone. And it was so that men who would go and beat up their wives after a hard day's work could then go and release it on the opposition at the football, and I'm exaggerating obviously, but that seems to have gone now, and it's a shame. It's a really big shame. Right, I think we better talk about some set pieces, and I'm going to shut up until the end of the set piece rant. Who wants to talk about set pieces? And I think the question is, I was about to ask, is there a problem with our set pieces? That's a stupid question. There is. there is a problem. Right. Did you all hear Ange's words after? I can paraphrase, or does anyone else want to paraphrase what he said?
Didn't he? I'll paraphrase, and then somebody else can talk more intelligently about him. He said something like, "We don't need a set piece coach. We don't need a dedicated set piece coach. We need a coach who's good at set pieces, but he also can do other things." So basically, like a coach who can help with set pieces, but he that coach is expected to do other stuff as well, not just a dedicated coach. Isn't that what he kind of said?
It is. I'm just seeing here set pieces comments because I want to get it right. Because I hate it when you listen to some podcasts and they go, "Oh, did you hear about what so and so said?" And they all start going, "Yeah, it was great," and I'm sat there going, "No, I haven't. Sorry, I don't know. What are you talking about? Can you tell me what what you're talking about?" And so he didn't just say, but he did insist that Tottenham, and he emphasised the word "don't," have a problem with defending set pieces. Okay. Do you think that what he said is true, Hannah?
On the face of it, no. I do wonder why he says that, to be honest.
I think I know.
So, do you? I have been I love Ange and I do defend him, but I do think that's something that for him to just say we don't have a problem with them when we quite clearly do.
Right. So my advice to everyone listening to this is, if you want to be in management, the best thing that you can do is go and read Alex Ferguson's autobiography on what you never ever do, and that is, if there is weakness in your team and others who are surrounding your team, third parties, are talking about it, you deny at all costs. Internally, you destroy them. You kill So, for instance, you are fucking up my set pieces. You are... What? Jedinak, what the fuck are you doing? I took you off that park bench. I took you to get your beard trimmed. And what the fuck? Yeah, so in private, he will do all of that. And I promise you he is. But in public, you never, ever, ever go against your team. You know who does that? Cowards. And that's the first sign that someone doesn't know how to manage.
Now, you say this. Do you remember when Mourinho and Conte used to do it? And then everyone slammed them for doing it. Like, oh, you can't be talking about Dele Alli like that. You can't be talking about the club like that. And now Ange isn't doing it. They're saying, well, we can see there's a problem. Why aren't you telling us there's a problem? Like, so okay. Way do you want it?
Yeah, so I liken this. Do you remember when Ange, it was about a month ago, maybe longer than that, he was asked, do you think Spurs are going to sign a £100 million player? Do you remember what he said?
Yeah, he basically said no.
No. It'd be great, but no, we don't have that kind of money. What fucking moron would sit there and go, you know what, guys, I'm going to get my balance sheet and I'm going to actually show you that not only Not only can we afford a £100 million player, we've actually budgeted for it, and here are the players that we're going for. He's not going to do that. The guy is an intelligent man. He's been in the game for ages, and before that he was a bank manager. And I don't know if he was any good at his job as a bank manager, but I'm guessing he was, right? And you probably wanted to run through like that corrugated steel that they have to prevent thieves running into the bank, right? For him, if he was your manager. You never ever criticize your own staff, or you don't point out errors. And what he did is he kept saying, listen, you know, there's a lot more to fix than our set pieces. And he's right. So he's actually telling the truth, and he's also trying to deflect away from his team, because that's what a manager does. A manager takes it. The buck stops with them. You know, I appointed Yedinak. I got him to do that beard trim. I did all of that. And yeah, he may have fucked up, and I'll deal with him internally, but none of you are having a go at him. None of you are going to have a go at my players. They're my players. And that's why he does it. And that's why he'll always do it. Okay? Because he's a fucking manager. He understands human beings. I mean, just watch some of the press conferences that he's in, and you'll figure it out quite quickly. Okay? And yeah, that's my take on it. So obviously we have set piece issues. I mean, come on. In my 40-something years of supporting Spurs, I've never seen anything so atrocious.
You never, as a manager, you never admit to those things, do you? Because it shows weakness and all that sort of stuff.
Of course it does. And you don't throw the people who you are trying to instill belief and you want them to respect you. You don't then throw them under a fucking bus. Whether it's the tea lady, the one of your coaches, or one of your players, you just don't do it. And those managers or so-called managers who want to do it in any walk of life, by the way, not just in football, are fucking cowards. They're just trying to deflect off themselves. Be the bigger man or woman and take it. You know, that's what you have to do, and then deny it. I don't know what you're talking about. You might see something, we see something else. We've still got a long way to go. Don't worry about it. We know what we're doing. We're heading in the right direction. That's what the guy was saying.
Fair enough.
Does that answer
Consider
your
me
question?
told.
No, because I've been listening to all these podcasts and they're going, like, all of them have said the same thing. Why didn't he come out and just say what we all say? Oh, fuck off. Really?
Because the last two managers did that. You cried at them for doing that.
All right. Yeah.
Any other points do you think that... I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. You guys, if you've got another take on it, then I'm all ears.
Well, no, I think that's fair, isn't it? Like, he's obviously an intelligent man. He knows what he's doing. I said this earlier on in the week. Like, none of you lot, like, posting on social media know more than he does about those players and about what they train and do. So, yeah, no, you're right. That's exactly what it is.
Right. So we have a question. We put out the standard tweet, and Tom Parker at T Parker Official. He sent a really good question. He said, I've always wanted to know the difference between a raisin currant and a sultana. So I took the liberty of asking Bob. Bob is ChatGPT, by the way. And Bob says, and I actually knew this answer. I thought I was right, and I was. A raisin is normally the darker coloured dried grape. A currant is a mixture of dried fruit. So it's not just black grapes. And the sultana is normally made from the white grape, the Thompson grape. So, there you go.
Thank you for that.
It's all right. Anytime. We've got some more. We've got some more questions.
I've got one from George. He has sent to me as well.
Oh, do you want to read it out then?
I can do. Yes, I've just posted it in the chat, but I shall read it. Where nightclubs are less of a thing nowadays, is coming home with fish fingers after a night out still happening? Is Mickey Flanagan correct when he says the art of fingering is diminishing?
Interesting.
I'll let the room decide.
I don't know who Mickey Flanagan is. Can anybody enlighten me?
Oh, you will love him.
You'd like him, Johnny, I think.
Okay. Is he actor?
He's a stand-up comedian.
Okay.
Proper Cockney mush.
Yeah.
The art of fingering. Is he talking about that fingering?
Yes.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
We'll let Hannah take it then, and then
Take
we'll let,
it
Josh.
again.
Take the finger.
I'm only one woman, Johnny.
That's the whole reason she was late.
Oh God, how do I phrase this? I think I've been relatively lucky, but I have heard some things that perhaps is becoming a bit of a lost art.
You
But
know
I
what?
think-
I think it is as well. I'm just throwing this in there because I remember on my 18th birthday, I went to a nightclub in Southampton. It's called Junk.
Sorry. How many times have you been fingered?
Oh, no. This is getting somewhere, don't worry.
Oh, okay.
Now, the nightclub is called Junk. It's in the middle of Southampton, Bedford Place. Dingy little place, loves their house music. Anyway, I just remember it's about 2 a.m. and I'm absolutely smashed up on the dance floor. And I go back up to get to the bar to get a drink. And I look on the sofas next to the drink. And some girl is getting an absolute rogering with some bloke's hand up her skirt. And I was in shock. Just like it's in the middle of the club. Everyone's watching, and I was, how long ago was this? I was 18, so Jesus Christ, 12
A
years
long time
ago.
ago.
You've not been to Magaluf, have you?
Yeah, I was going to say.
And shag a
have
lot.
you been?
And hard. No.
I have. Yeah,
I went to Zante when I was 17. That was an experience.
Yeah, but you were experienced at that point. I went when I was 19, and to Magaluf.
You were the experience.
And I didn't. That's weird to say. I didn't know what. I'll start again. I didn't know that sex actually had a smell, and Magaluf's smell of sex. Wherever you went, it was like, and you just would turn around. Oh yeah, that's why it's smelling. Yeah, oh, okay, there you go. Oh, they're at it again. And it got
Is it just like the smell of sweat, cum, and vodka?
Yes. It's exactly those three things. Okay, and
Wow.
and yeah. So forget Junk, and I saw things that no 19-year-old should have seen. You know, I was.
No, I think you saw things that every 19-year-old should see.
You probably saw what Hannah sees on every night that entire time you're there.
No arguments from me.
Any more questions? I think that's it. There is one actually, and let's just quickly cover this one as I can.
Wait a minute, can I not talk about my experience fingering?
Oh
yeah.
yeah, sorry.
Jeez, I was gonna say,
Sorry.
fingering is a lost art. Kind of like I think it's the kids these days, and I hate to sound like an old man. But like they don't. It's a. You have to be. It is an art. Like
It is.
Well, I remember when I was like 14, 15, 16. That was basically as good as I could get. Was finger popping some little cooch and feeling like a fucking king of the world. So I think it's
Wow.
like there's kids want to rush too much, like the fucking dipshit kids who think that they're staying virgins by having fucking raucous anal sex. Like no. You're just going
That's
too
mad,
rough.
that.
I know, you're going too fast. Like take a chill pill, settle down, get a finger in your crotch, and do it the right way.
I need to ask the three.
I love how vivid you are with your stories.
I need to ask the two men on this pod this question.
The two men?
Yeah, maybe
There's three of
this is for the
Excuse me?
the other way pod, which is coming soon. But seeing as we're talking about this, and sorry, listeners, if we've gone off the North London derby. But
I don't think they care.
when you first fingered a girl, did you know anything about the clitoris?
Nope.
No, nor
I'm
did
not gonna
I.
lie.
I just thought the deeper
I didn't
you
know
went,
where
the
I was
more.
going.
I thought the deeper you went, the more she'd enjoy it. And in the end, I was schooled.
Christ.
Yeah, I was taught, and I'm so happy it happened quickly. Like, because I didn't know what I was doing.
Was it
Johnny,
back
probably-
quickly, or-
you've been quiet. You didn't grow up
Yeah.
around the internet, so I'm pretty sure you went the same way I did.
I did not grow up around the internet, but unfortunately, or fortunately, I grew up with a friend whose dad had a.
Oh no, where's this going?
Do you know the box that like a refrigerator comes in, like an American size refrigerator, not like a small one, like a normal, it's a large box,
So
right?
like a small country, yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah. He had one of those full of magazines, porn magazines.
Wow.
So
No,
enough
you're
that we could
American. Call them nudie mags. That's what you all call them.
Yeah, but they're still
Spank rags.
But they're still images. So did
Well,
you
no,
have to
they
like
are.
flick
Hold
through them
on.
really fast to get to
Hold
see
on,
like
no,
what?
no. But then he also had like 5 or 6 porn movies in his bedroom that we used to just take out. So I was watching full on porn when I was like 13, 14 years old.
Oh, you lucky bastard!
So
I had to make do with
I
case
knew
catalog.
I knew pretty well what I was doing by the time I was doing it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, dear.
Hence the children.
And the satisfied sex life.
Oh, baby.
Right,
Something
so
you can only dream of, Josh.
there is a
One day.
one day. Yeah, there is a question from David Spurs FM, and he basically said, "Can we mention something about the ticket scamming that goes on?" Have you heard about? I didn't know anything about this. I'll read you what he said. He said, where did he say it? Oh, he said it somewhere. Somewhere.
I love David, by the way.
Yeah, he's great.
What a boy.
He's going to be on soon.
What
So
was
cool.
his at?
At David Spurs.
David
FM.
Spurs FM. Basically, people are getting fleeced on people selling tickets that aren't there, and my advice to that is don't buy them off anyone from the street. Just get them on the ticket exchange.
Yeah,
I've
but people
heard
buy
of-
them on Twitter, don't they?
I've heard of people in America getting fleeced because they try and buy them on normal sites that we use over here, like StubHub, and there's some other third party seller ticket sites that we use for sporting events and concerts and all that shit over here. So they're selling Premier League tickets and they're not valid. So they buy them thinking they're good. They travel all the way over there. They get to the fucking the counter or whatever, and they are no go.
Oh my god, that's devastating.
Yep. I've heard quite a few stories of that happening.
So I know, David, this probably isn't the answer you wanted, but I personally, and unless it's from Hannah, who seems to be the oracle when it comes to getting tickets, I wouldn't get a ticket off of anyone but Hannah or the ticket exchange. Hannah's price is 22% markup, just letting you know. But I wouldn't. I mean, and no one really should. I mean, it's there for that reason. So.
And the tickets that Hannah gets smell similar to that smell that you said earlier, Jaymes, about the cum and the sweat and all that stuff.
I smell like Magaluf. Is that what you're saying? Incredible.
As do your tickets.
Oh dear.
Okay, so we have covered basically North London derby set pieces, refereeing decisions. We've got Chelsea coming up tomorrow. I didn't know that we had Chelsea coming up tomorrow, I'll be honest, and I found out earlier. It was when Panny was, like, just before he told me about his undying love for you. He told me, you're going to watch the game. I said, which one? Because the Liverpool one, I can't watch it. I'm going to be in Lebanon, and internet there sucks. So Chelsea, let's quickly give that a review. They're fucking shit, aren't they?
Yep. Which means we'll lose.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, it's... Josh, over to you, mate. What do you think about Chelsea?
What do I think about Chelsea? I mean, as a club or in general, as a team?
No, you know what I'm talking about. We're going to play them tomorrow. Do you think?
Tomorrow. Oh, I thought it was Thursday we play them. Are you sure it's tomorrow?
No,
What day is it?
It's
Oh,
Thursday.
I'm so
we
sorry.
play them.
This week has already been so long. Sorry, we're not playing tomorrow. We're playing on... Yeah, if you're listening to this on Wednesday, we're playing it tomorrow. So on Thursday...
Oh,
we're
I see
playing.
what you're doing. Sorry.
I didn't mean to do it. It just happened. Yeah, so...
I mean, I've been speaking to this with some Chelsea friends I have at work. We've all agreed that it's one of those that can end 5-0 either way or 5-5. Like, it could literally go... It depends who shows up. And we know Chelsea have basically turned into the new West Ham, the £1 billion West Ham, haven't they? They turn up for
That's great.
these games, and this game only.
I love
like-
that, by the way. £1 billion
What,
West Ham.
It's great, isn't
That's
it?
Literally
phenomenal.
what they've turned into.
They're in so much trouble financially. By
They
the way.
are, yeah.
If you haven't listened to it, listen to the Lab. Okay, it's produced by the Fighting Cock guys. Flav is on it, and they have this guy called Ben White, not Ben Orange, some guy, and he explains how much in the shit Chelsea are, and I don't know how they're going to get out of it, but yeah, they're
Boo-hoo.
Yeah, exactly. Who cares? I mean, they made their bed. So, I mean, look, we could just go into score predictions, but do you think? I mean, I could ask who their danger men are, but
Cole Palmer.
yeah, he's going to be fit against us, isn't he? Obviously,
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, he missed the Arsenal game, obviously, and then fit just in time for us, obviously.
I don't know. Hannah, predictions.
Hello. What for both games?
Let's do Chelsea first, then we'll cover Liverpool in a bit.
Oh, I don't even know anymore. Oh, do you know? The eternal positivity. I still think we'll win. So
I do as well, and it's at their gaff. Remember.
it is. Let's just go 2-1.
2-1. Johnny, what do you think, mate?
Oh God, I'm with Hannah. I have no fucking idea what team is going to show up. So it could be 13-7. Who the fuck knows who's going to win? I don't know. 2-1's a pretty good guess. I'll go 3-1 Tottenham. We'll fucking right the ship. Højbjerg will come on in half and not start, which is the right thing to do. And yeah, it'll be 3-1. 3-1.
I like that, Johnny.
Yeah.
Some good positivity. And did Todge leave a Did he leave
No, I've asked him.
All he talked about was getting fingered in the sphincter.
Oh yeah.
He's out with his
Oh
parents.
yeah, he actually did say that. He said, "I can say from personal experience, it isn't," in referencing to fingering being a dying art, and men go for my sphincter on the regular.
Oh.
All right. Well, we can't all be you, James, can we?
Josh, what do you think, mate?
I genuinely do not have a clue. Like, I don't know where to go with it. I want to be positive and say we'll win, but personally, I don't think we will. But for the sake of this, I'm just going to say 1-0 to us.
I think we'll win 4-1.
We've got to.
The goal that we
Payback.
concede will be from a corner.
Maybe Nicholas Jackson as well or something.
He's so fucking useless. He's the expensive Jordan Ayew. He's absolutely he's crap. Like before we get into Liverpool, because we've been going for quite a long time. Although we did record for 15 minutes before you heard this bit, we can't release any of that yet.
Oh, I'd love to know what it was.
Well, you can hear it. We'll send it to you. It's very funny, but it's
got personal information in there as well.
Yeah.
It doesn't really.
Sure.
Oh, yes, it does. Sorry. Oh,
Yes, it does. Yes,
Right.
it does.
Okay, but it's not leaving. Anyway, the point is that we've been going long enough. So we are going to talk about the new financial rules that are coming in, but not this pod. What we can do is we can do it next week, and I will also have a write-up about it, so I can explain it fully to you guys before, and then we can get it right. Basically, what I'm going to do, I'm going to listen to the lab again where they talk about it all, and I'll put it into my own words. There you go. So, Liverpool. We've got them coming up on Sunday.
I read something today that the referee that has been called up for that game is I can't remember his name. Him and Sir Teeth have history. What the fuck is his name? Tierney?
Suarez.
Sorry.
You said Sir Teeth.
No, Sir,
You did say
Sir
Sir
Teeth is-
Teeth.
Sir Teeth.
Yeah.
is
I heard
Klopp.
that.
Klopp. Come
Sir
on,
Teeth is
guys.
Klopp. Come on,
He did
come
his
on.
teeth.
Oh.
Let me get the name of the fucking ref. But I guess there's going to be some.
It must be
so-
Tierney. Why? What's
I think
the?
it's Tierney. I think it's Tierney. Keep discussing. I'll
So I heard some. I don't know if this is true, right? But I heard some rumors that the reason why Klopp did announce that he was leaving was he had announced it at the beginning of the season, but he had announced it because someone was about to leak it and make a pretty penny off it. I don't know who that was. And the Liverpool Express train left the station, didn't make it to Edmonton, and now you've got Salah like really disrespecting him on the side of the pitch. I would have knocked him out if he was one of my employees. I would have knocked him out for what he did. But Klopp also, you can see he couldn't be bothered. Klopp of last year or 2 years ago, he wouldn't have tolerated that. I'm guessing. I don't know the guy, but I remember what he was like. But now it's like, what an ankle snap that was, mate. Now,
Sorry, Harry Kane just scored as well, by the way.
Did he? Are they Real Madrid losing?
They are 2-1 now.
So I've got a feeling that because it looks like he can't be asked anymore, that maybe the players can't be asked. And look, I'll tell you what. If I was okay, I'll tell you what happens at my company when someone resigns. For me, if I want them to stay and I can't get them to change their minds, they're dead to me. It's like us selling a footballer. Okay, yeah, it was great while you played for us, but now you're gone. And the reason why is I've never ever in my life experienced an employee who, once they've handed in their resignation, can basically have the same determination, drive, commitment as they did before they handed that in. And so what I normally do is I will cover any annual leave and they walk on the day. You know, they say their goodbyes and off they go, because it's like having a dead man walking or dead girl walking, you know. And I know that, for instance, if I am travelling and I'm not in the office, I see productivity disappear by a bit, especially if I'm on holiday. Definitely 50%. No matter what I do, no matter how much I drill into them and pretend to be like Ange, I can't seem to get them to behave when I'm not there, right? And so when you know that your boss is leaving, then maybe you do drop a few levels. Maybe that's why he's been using a lot of the youth team, because, you know, they've got, they're young, they're fearless, you know, and you know, we're seeing what's happening with Salah and other players. And if I'm a footballer there who's saying, well, he's not going to get rid of me. The other manager's going to come in, he's going to assess me, isn't he? So I'll start performing then. I can just sort of be on the beach from now. I think we're going to beat Liverpool. There you guys said it.
At Anfield.
At Anfield, I think we're going to beat them. Yeah.
After the refereeing decision that went against them at our place.
Yeah.
And what's happened since?
At Anfield, no.
The last time we won.
Don't spoil it for me, guys.
Van der Vaart scored.
I can. I know.
Jesus.
We forgot that. I can see us winning there 3-2 or 2-3 if you want to be pedant.
Christ.
Maybe Paul Tierney will do us a solid.
Why does he hate him? What's the reason?
I guess they have history. I guess there's some.
Well, they went out together or something. He fingered him.
Made some bad calls. Well, you know, Liver. You know, fucking Klopp. He's the king victim. Him and fucking Mikel blow each other over who sucks more. I guess there was a time he complained publicly about him, saying that he was out to get him and all sorts of shit. So.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, can I just go back to Chelsea a minute? I need to say this. Maybe Hannah, you will understand this. You know that player Mudryk, who plays for Chelsea.
Draco Malfoy.
I don't know, Hannah. Is she still there?
Hannah's having some. She said her shit's cutting in and out.
All right. Okay. So maybe you have you seen?
Oh, so yeah, it is.
Jesus Christ!
Right, you came in then. Right. So for the rest of you, have you seen Mudryk's hairstyle?
Yeah, it's quite questionable.
Is it? Do you know what he's? You know how FIFA or EA, they try to mimic the footballers and they end up having like the same hairstyle as Arteta and Modric in the game. Modric just said, "I'm going to make your life easier, EA. I'm going to do it for you in real life." And every time he's on the pitch, all I do is stare at his head. I want the camera on him because I don't even know how he does it. How much gel does he use? He needs to invest invest definitely in some sort of organic gel company. And
You
if he
talk
hasn't,
about players using a lot of gel. Do you remember Marwan Shamak?
yes, oh my God, yes. He was a
I have-
slug, wasn't he?
I had never seen hair so shiny in all my life. The
But it was-
amount of gel that man
but
must
it was-
have put on his head.
It was
I'll look
tripping.
that up.
Actually, Johnny, you'll know this. What was in Coming to America? Was it Soul Glow?
Yes, Soul Glow.
So Modric and
Get your soul
Shamak.
glow. It's fucking
I'm
awesome.
not, do you guys know what Coming to America is? Hannah
No.
and-
No.
Oh God, you've got to watch Coming to America.
It's got
Eddie
It's
Murphy. It's one of his greatest films when he was good. It really is fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
Watch
Josh, it would resonate with you for all sorts of reasons.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hannah, watch it. Hannah, watch it with your kids.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Watch it with your kids.
Will I have
It's not
social
bad.
services knocking?
No, because it was rated.
That's a shame.
It was rated a 15, I think, in 1988, which is now like a PG anyway. So yeah, just
There's
I mean,
Well,
Lila
if
loves
it's-
South Park, so she'll probably be fine.
Coming to America is fucking brilliant. You got to watch it, and yeah, it's just Soul Glow. You just remember Soul Glow, Modric, and Shamak.
yeah.
Yeah, so I think we're going to dick Liverpool. I just have this feeling not all is good with them right now, and I couldn't believe for a second that I would say anything like that. You know, up until a few weeks ago, I was saying no fucking way. That is one of the
Wow.
games we're going to lose, but now I think we're going to win.
Mm-hmm.
Hannah, do you want to talk to people about what they have to do after they've listened to this pod?
Is it give us reviews?
It's not blowjobs.
No. So I've just sat on this podcast for that long.
Josh,
It's the only
Josh
reason
says, "Why
Josh
am I
came back." I love you, Josh, but not like that.
So nasty.
Yeah, reviews. I haven't actually checked them. Does anyone have the?
Let's bring up
Thingies.
Spotify. Let's
Because I do
see.
find whenever I call anyone disabled, if they can't press the button, we seem to get.
Well, we've got 34,
Yes.
4.1. Not bad. We're looking for 4.4. That's when the algorithm goes, yeah, well done. So
Yeah, 34, 4.1. That's pretty good. I
Yeah,
mean, if they respond that way, Hannah, then just make it worse and see if even more people respond.
I might get cancelled.
who cares? You
I
get
We're
think-
not going to cancel.
Twitter
I'm
tries to
uncancelable.
Twitter tries to cancel you every other week.
No.
The amount of suicide pacts you do, and you get other people to take their own lives. You're still there. You're still going. I don't know. I mean, what can I say?
You're on a kill
Me and
streak.
Elon. I am. Oh, just one middle-aged man at a time.
And Apple, look, I don't know what it is. I've even used a VPN. For me and Johnny, when we look at Apple Podcast reviews, we don't see what you guys see. I don't know why. I just see like 2 or 3 nonce reviews. Don't mean anything. So yeah, if you are listening to this on Apple Podcasts,
Nonce reviews.
sorry, one minute. Johnny, how do you pronounce nonce in America?
Nonce.
No, you don't. This was in the 15 minutes before we started recording. Can you tell the world how the Americans, other than twat, can you tell us how the Americans pronounce nonce?
It would probably be nonce or something like that. Yeah, nonce.
Nonce.
It would be
What's
nonce.
a fucking
Nonce.
nonce?
What about pedo?
Isn't that a city in
Pedo.
France?
That's not a
That was so Peaky Blinders. Pedo.
Pedo. I was going for my in-betweeners when they were sneaking out and those girls yelled at them. Yeah, that's never mind.
Forget eating
Are you a
frog.
pedo?
Did you like the English in-betweeners?
I loved the show The In-Betweeners. That was fucking hysterical.
Brilliant.
I'm watching it actually again now. And
Great show.
So funny.
yeah, so leave us a review. It'd be great. And
And it's not hard, is it?
no, it's really easy. And
In
it's
Spotify, it's literally 2 clicks.
yeah, on Apple, I have no idea how you do it.
If you can't manage 2 clicks, then you should just go
Kill yourself.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say that. I was gonna be more creative, Hannah, and say get with you with a pact. But
Ellen can't cancel me here.
yeah. If you can't manage it, you probably shouldn't be on Spotify. To be honest with you, go shit in a bucket and eat it or something. I don't know.
Just one more thing, Hannah. Were people turning their backs on 65 minutes?
No, like fuck.
Okay, so that's all gone then. What the?
They're over it now.
Yeah, 15 minutes.
Fuck the
of
seniors.
fame. Yeah, fuck the seniors. Join Hannah and die. Right, that's been the fighting cocks. That's what everyone says when they finish a podcast. Say goodbye, Hannah.
Love you. Bye.
Johnny.
Goodbye now.
Josh.
That's so cute as well. That's like a little Disney goodbye.
Toodles.
Goodbye for me. Right,
I won't say bye then. That's fine.
Well, you had your chance. You missed it. You can say goodbye now. Go on then. Say goodbye.
Bye all.